Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy manages Taylor's serious heart risk and gives mom advice. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful suggest that Steffy Forrester Finnegan might have a 5-word answer to Taylor Hayes' significant cardiac risk. Steffy might learn more about Taylor's true interests and specify what her mother needs to do. Fans are aware that Steffy has already started probing Taylor to see if she is seeing another man. Taylor hasn't expressed her developing feelings for Deacon Sharp, which makes sense given that they aren't acceptable right now. Taylor is attempting to resist the strong attachment that is developing because Deacon has been patient with her, and is also married to Sheila Sharp. However, since it appears that the show intends to investigate Taylor and Deacon as a possible pair, resistance might be pointless. What will happen when Steffy discovers Taylor's true feelings for Deacon? She won't be able to keep them a secret forever. After considering everything, Steffy will choose whether or not she believes Deacon would be a suitable fit. Given Brooke Logan Forrester's prior transgressions and preferences for women, Steffy might be a little worried about Taylor adding to his reject pile. Steffy may also be concerned that Deacon is merely coping after being fully aware of Sheila's shortcomings. Deacon may seem to be on the rebound and has fallen in love with the first kind, regular woman he came across. Nevertheless, Steffy could acknowledge that, in her opinion, Deacon would be trading up. Steffy may decide not to support Taylor if she decides to take this new romantic path. Above all, Steffy wants Taylor to be happy. If Deacon can make her feel better, she might be okay with her dating him. If Taylor decides to go out with Deacon, Steffy will undoubtedly want her to keep one thing in mind. This leads us to Steffy's possible 5-word reply. Watch your back with Sheila. At least in Sheila's eyes, Taylor appears ready to transition from the hero who kept her marriage intact to the other woman who put the finishing touches on their union. Taylor can be cautioned by Steffy that dating Deacon entails acknowledging that she is a target. Steffy and Taylor both know exactly what Sheila is capable of, so it would be prudent for Taylor to exercise caution. According to spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful, if Taylor and Deacon end up together, Sheila might go crazy. Don't miss any potentially terrifying news. Elektra is the target of Luna's violent meltdown. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna Nozawa will witness a post in which will Spencer and Elektra Forrester move in together. Luna finds it hard to believe what she is witnessing. Given that Elektra is expecting his kid, how can Will move in with her? Luna is not going to let this occur. Spoilers for the upcoming week indicate that Elektra and Will have made the decision to live together. Neither of them intends to let Luna prevent them from moving on with their lives. Bill Spencer is in favor of them living together, but Luna is not content at all. The beach house will be cleaned beforehand by a spiritual healer. Ultimately, Luna assaulted multiple individuals that evening. Will and Elektra desire a new beginning. Before sharing the picture that drives Luna utterly insane, Will and Elektra will celebrate with a few intimate moments. Luna was certain that being pregnant by Will would put an end to his and Elektra's relationship and make it easier for her to get close to Will. Regretfully, Luna has made the incorrect decision to win Will over. After witnessing Will and Elektra's post, Luna will go utterly crazy. Simply put, this baby is not acting as she had anticipated. Luna is committed to stopping this, and in order to do it, she must be released from prison. Luna's desperation could only be a sign of trouble. Luna will begin searching for a way out of prison since she is aware that she must. Will Luna manage to get away and pursue Elektra in order to stop their romance? Despite their frequent arguments, Elektra has now been elevated to the status of an enemy. Fans are aware that Luna practiced using a picture of Steffy Forrester. This time, will Elektra be the target rather than a piece of paper? Who is going to save Elektra? If Elektra wasn't present, Luna might conclude that she might have Will, which would make her considerably more erratic. Will Luna try to murder Elektra and ultimately perish? Before this is all over, Will could have to save Elektra from Luna, killing his baby mama in the process. Is Elektra going to live? Open mic night, Daphne's not easy and Deke's doubt. According to spoilers for the upcoming episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Deke Sharp will question Taylor Hayes. For open mic night, Steffy Forrester Finnegan offers her mother as a volunteer. In addition, Daphne Rose will force Carter Walton to work for her. Let's discuss what will happen in the CBS soap opera as we continue to read. Let's begin with Deke, who will have doubts about Taylor. Hope Logan may talk to Deke about Deacon Sharp and Taylor, it seems. Steffy considers it odd that her mother pushed Deacon back to Sheila Carter Sharp, despite Taylor setting limits during therapy. Deke and Hope are certain that Taylor would be far superior to Sheila. Deke will question Taylor's statements, though, if she claims that nothing is happening. Additionally, Illinois Giardino will host an open mic night. Fans are aware that it has been brought up a few times. Carter was impressed with Daphne's singing in the restaurant a few weeks earlier. Steffy says her mom would want to participate in open mic night this time. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Taylor will be put in a difficult circumstance. During therapy, the therapist set limits with her patient. But it might be too much to be at the restaurant while Deacon is there. The weekly teaser clip features a scenario when Deacon and Taylor are slow dancing and staring into each other's eyes. Will Sheila happen to notice this? Sheila may be the last person to learn of Deacon and Taylor's liaison. That will be far more painful than if Deacon had simply admitted right away. He believes that getting back together with Sheila will keep Taylor safe. But what if their secret is revealed? Daphne is another person who won't make things simple for Carter. She wants to make sure that she is the only woman in his heart, even while she wants the COO. Carter will so likely keep attempting to win over the nose. At what point will Daphne conclude that Carter has proven himself? What challenge might the pair encounter next? Which plot thread are you most eager to see? Post your opinions in the space provided for comments below. For the most recent spoilers, news, rumors, arrivals and departures, and updates regarding The Bold and the Beautiful, make sure to return to Celebrating the Soaps. Lee Finnegan's unearned redemption. Lee believes she is performing a good deed. By resurrecting Luna, she recreated the past. She had previously done this to Finn, who was shot by Sheila and thought to be dead. Paradoxically, Lee's medical license was never revoked. She told Sheila that she was still employed at the hospital. Her sole concern was for her niece/granddaughter, which allowed her to maintain her employment. Lee has frequently been given a free pass for unlawful actions that would have resulted in Sheila or Grace receiving a life sentence. Sheila has had immediate repercussions, the most of which are related to her union with Deacon. Sheila also concealed the presence of Finn and Luna. However, she is viewed as a troublemaking, cunning evil. Lee's acts, on the other hand, are regarded as heroic and a fiery manifestation of maternal love. She believes she could make Luna a better person. Sheila has become an outsider as a result of her activities. Even though it was Lee's idea, she is never given the benefit of the doubt, notably by Deacon and Steffy, who held her accountable for what transpired. Sheila's desperation stems from her longing for her family, but Lee's frantic actions are interpreted as an indication of her Nozawa power. However, she will always be perceived as the heartless murderer who is up to no good. Even Deacon is reconsidering his marriage. While villains like Sheila are used as easy scapegoats, characters like Lee are permitted to carry out horrible deeds without suffering permanent repercussions. Sheila's list of transgressions is undoubtedly lengthier than Lee's, yet this plot still seems to treat them unfairly. Nevertheless, some villains are incapable of learning. Finally, Luna is incarcerated for her series of offenses. However, she will devise a plot of escape to separate Will and Elektra. What do you think? Do you also think that Lee and Sheila are treated differently? Katie consents to re-move in with Bill. While listening at the door, Elektra heard everything Will had to say about their love, and she repeated it to him. When he stated she hadn't signed up for this, she realized that neither had he, and she confessed her love for him. Will thought Elektra had a chance to avoid it, but he had no other option. Without him and the burden he carried, she could move on. Katie and Bill assured Will that they would take care of everything pertaining to Luna, because they didn't want him to deal with her at all. But amid all of this, Will remained a victim. They asked him to let it go, but he couldn't just do that. Bill wanted Will and Elektra to move past the incident, but Will had other considerations in mind. Elektra was reminded by Bill that Will was a Spencer, and that his natural tendency was to defend those he loved. He was prepared to go to any lengths to make it work because she fit that description. Bill urged Elektra to stay by Will's side during the tumult, rather than succumb to Luna's anguish. Will and Elektra were reassured that they would hold Luna accountable for her transgressions, and Katie urged them to focus only on their youthful romance. Bill and Katie would handle anything pertaining to Luna or the infant. Will appeared to want to get more involved, but his parents wouldn't allow it. They were determined to pursue this course. Katie talked about her heart issues and how being granted a second chance at life led her to follow her heart. Bill was intrigued by her insistence that they be together, especially when he and Katie made eye contact. Will wasn't sure his parents could keep their word to make everything go away. With the pregnancy in the picture, he gave Elektra another opportunity to make a fresh start, because all he wanted was for her to experience inner peace. From the first minute they met, he was certain that he wanted to make her happy. Will reaffirmed his doubts about Bill and Katie's capacity to manage the situation, and while Elektra thought about leaving him, her feelings for him remained unchanged. Even though the Luna situation was too much for anyone to handle, she couldn't pass up the opportunity to forge a future with Will since he made her feel safe and protected. Katie and Bill danced around the topic of their connection back at the Spencer residence, but in the end, Bill revealed everything. He told Katie that they had to come together in order to support Will. "I know it has been a tough road for us, but you know how much I love you. Come back, Katie. Come home," he begged. She wondered if he really wanted her to come back, and he could see why. Keeping him at a distance made logical because he set the stage for Luna to cause mayhem. Bill acknowledged his previous transgressions, pointing to his fixation with wealth and authority. He reminisced about the challenges he and Katie had surmounted and shared with her his vision for their family's future. Bill begged her to come back and bring their family back together. Katie admitted that she had seen him develop into a better guy and agreed, appreciating their strength as a team. Katie thanked Bill for his commitment to keeping loved ones safe. They found themselves reuniting as a pair in the thick of the Luna crisis, stronger than before. Bill finally got the second chance he had long desired when Katie consented to move back in. Donna was concerned that Katie's health would suffer as a result of Luna's pregnancy stress. Brooke went on to say that because Elektra's connection with Will was so new, she was worried about her. Rich concurred, thinking that Luna's experience may undo any gains they had made together. Although Katie was resilient, Brooke noted that this was not how she and Bill intended to become grandparents and that it would be difficult for her. On the night of Will's attack, the Logan sisters stood up for him, but Ridge reminded them of Bill's role. Ridge resisted Brooke's attempts to persuade him to stop thinking about the past. "I'm not dwelling on anything. I'm just telling you without Bill, Liam wouldn't have been shot, and Will wouldn't be in this situation. This is what Bill does. This is how he protects the people he loves," Ridge said. Although he acknowledged that Bill didn't actively seek out his son's death, this does not absolve him of responsibility. Additionally, Donna attempted to justify Bill's love for Katie, which Brooke immediately agreed with. Ridge did not want Katie and Bill to ever be back together. Donna seconded Brooke's defense of their reunion as a couple. Even though Bill had given her a lot of heartache over the years, she believed that he had changed and now wanted what was best for her. She listed Liam's shooting and Will's attack as significant incidents that led to a change in Bill's priorities. Donna questioned whether Katie was aware of Bill's efforts to develop into a man she could finally trust and rely on. Instead of a catastrophe or a problem involving Sheila and Luna, Finn received a delightful surprise from Steffy at work. Steffy assured him that although she was worried about his eating habits, she would never be critical of his commitment to his patients. He intended to reduce the amount of time he spent at the workplace now that Steffy was back in Los Angeles. Steffy was relieved to put Luna behind her, but she felt sorry for Will, who would have to deal with Luna for the foreseeable future due to her terrible pregnancy. Steffy talked to Finn about Katie's sacrifices during Will's birth. She was on the verge of death, and she wouldn't be here today if her brother Storm hadn't committed suicide and given Katie his heart. Finn noticed that Storm's heart was pounding hard inside Katie's chest. Steffy hoped that Katie would have another miracle, so that their family wouldn't be destroyed by Luna. Finn and Steffy hoped that Will and Elektra would endure their difficult times similarly to how they did. Finn and Steffy were granted a second chance to live out the rest of their life together when they got back together after she thought he was dead.